So your first experience of the Accrington derby as a Morecambe manager, are you looking forward to it?
I am, yeah. It's going to be a great game, a great occasion. I've been there before when we've played Accrington and played Morecambe, so I know what it's all about, and it means a lot to the fans, so we'll give it our best shot.
What it'd be like going back? It's only a few months. It feels like a very long time since you've been here, but it's only a few months since you were there.
I think it's eight months now. I think it's 8 months. It'll be interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing a lot of people, a lot of friends. We've still got a lot of friends there, so I'm looking forward to seeing them and obviously see the reaction that they give us. What
are your memories of your time there?
I've had good memories there. We had a really successful 23s team. Won the league with them. Got to the cup finals. A lot of them have gone on into the Accrington's first team, which is what you wanted. So I've got really good memories there, yeah. But
of course, no John Coleman, no Jimmy Bell. That'll be strange, won't it?
It will. It'll be strange looking across and you don't see them on the bench, but you've got John Doolan, which is a very good friend of mine, so it'll be interesting up against him.
So you know John Doolan as well as you know John and Jimmy?
I know John really, really well. We speak all the time, more or less every day, about football, one thing or another, but it's going to be interesting against him. He knows his football, so I'll have to be on my toes.
So have you been talking in the run-up to this game then?
No, we've had phone silence. We don't speak. We'll speak after the game tomorrow. We'll just talk about each other's team and see where we get. But no, we haven't spoke this week, so it'll be interesting tomorrow.
It's a bit strange, isn't it? Just a few months ago, who would have imagined it would be John Doolan versus Ged Brannan in this game?
Well, we were only saying that last week. We were only saying 6 months ago. Obviously, none of us were managers. Now both of us are managers, so it's fantastic, and he totally deserves it. He's a top fella, and he's a great football person.
So what sort of game are you expecting? You know him very well. He knows you very well. What can we expect?
It's going to be 100 miles an hour. They'll be on top of us. They'll be all over us. We'll be ready for that, and hopefully he'll have he's seen our weaknesses in our team, what he's seen and I've seen in his team. So it'll be interesting going against each other.
And of course, both teams out of sorts. Really, is it going to be a question of, minimising mistakes?
You say out of sorts. Obviously, we've lost 4 on the bounce. I know that before you say it. But we've got some really, really good performances. And then the 4 games there, we played really well against Wrexham first half. We were unlucky to lose the game. I keep saying this. And then we played really well going forward against Newport. Struggled against Salford, and we played very, very well against Gillingham in tough conditions. Should have got something from the game. Should have went on to win it. So you say out of sorts. We're putting performances in. We're not getting the rub of the green at the minute, but hopefully it'll change.
You hit the nail on the head there, really, didn't you? Going forward, it's looking really good, but defensively, you just look fragile at the minute.
Well, before the Gillingham game, we worked really hard on defensively, and if you actually watch the game and see the goals, it's just individual errors. It weren't a team. They weren't a team. They were individual errors. So you can take them away from it. Obviously, Archie's been outstanding for us this season since he's come in from Norwich, and he made a few little mistakes. So we'll just push down and go again.
How have you been with Archie this week? Because you could see how disappointed he was. Particularly, I saw the second goal. The long shot, and his head was in his hands. Is it hard to pick a young player up like that?
It is. I've had a chat with him, but listen, there's nothing about it. I've told him to forget about the game completely. As I just said, he's been brilliant for us, so there's no problem at all. I know he's a top keeper. He's going to go on to have a very, very good career, and he's going to have a load more games like that where he'd have to respond to it, and I'm sure he will.
So is it less disappointing, if you will, to lose when it is down to individual mistakes rather than, say, the Salford game where everything went wrong?
Definitely, yeah. When you go out and put a performance in and you get beat, obviously you're really, really disappointed. But on the same note, you know that the lads are behind you, and you know that they're listening to you and they're playing the way you want them to play. And we played some really, really good stuff, and we cut them open. So when you go home and you analyse the game, you look at it and you think, obviously we've done everything right. We just made individual errors. Not just Archie, we've done it all season, all different players, it's all over the pitch, and it happens in every team in this league.
Is it a young player thing, Jed, especially inexperienced players? It's just inevitable?
No, it's just mistakes. And everyone makes mistakes in the work. It's just obviously he's a goalkeeper, he makes a mistake, it's a goal. He's made a couple of mistakes, but listen, it's all gone. We move on to Accrington now, and I'm sure it'll be fantastic.
So these 2 derbies coming up, Accrington then Barrow on Monday. Got to be 6 points if you want to keep the playoff hopes alive?
Well, you'd say so, wouldn't you? Obviously you need to win maybe 6 or 7 games out of the 7 games so to get in there, but we'll give it our best shot. We all care about this club, and we'll work our socks off to get where we can to get in the playoffs.
What is the injury situation? We're hoping to have a couple of players back around the squad and in the frame for the Easter weekend. Is that the case?
Yeah, we've got a couple back. I'm not going to say much on here because John will be watching it, so Yeah, we've got a few back. We've got a little surprise for him.
A little surprise for John.
Yeah, he'll enjoy it.
That really is a tease.
Yeah.
And the role of the supporters in a big game like this, in a derby, there's going to be a large travel in support. Another game where the fans have a key role.
Yeah, the fans have been brilliant away from home and at home all season, so it's not only down the road, big derby, so we'll go in numbers and they'll be really loud, so hopefully they get behind us and be really positive towards us, and we'll give it our best shot.
You teased some players possibly coming back. Any absentees recently? Any injuries picked up recently?
No, from Saturday we're full. I don't often say that, but we've got no injuries from Saturday, so full strength with what we've got.
Get money for your old phone, MazumaMobile.com.